Well, we can start back at the very quick intro in the beginning. So Sun Microsystems started developing ZFS because they needed a new file system. They had tried a couple of times to write new file systems, but they got the teams kind of too big too quickly, and it got complicated, and they ended up never finishing any of them. So Jeff Bonwick handpicked a fresh graduate coming out of Brown University, and basically the two of them got locked in a room for a while with a whiteboard and came up with a whole new file system from scratch, and especially trying to solve a lot of the problems that file systems had at the time. Because if you think back to the early 2000s, most file systems had a limit on the biggest file you could have. So depending if you were on Windows, it was like 2 gigabytes was the biggest file you could have, and some of them you couldn't have a partition bigger than like 4 gigabytes and weird things like this. Even on Linux, most of the file systems, there was a limit to how big the biggest file you could have is, how many files you could